So as y'all know, if you've been watching my videos on this car, you've been knowing that I've been working on this for a little bit, right? Which is exactly why I went ahead and hit up Innova, and they actually sent this out to me, so shout out to Innova for that. But they sent me out the Innova Car Scan Pro 5610, and they actually sent me this thing out with 3 videos out. That's crazy. I got like 100 subscribers, and I got like 3 videos, I think it is, or something like that. And they trusted the process. Now, they didn't know about my other channels, but still. But check me out, man. We got the Innova Car Scan Pro 5610 OBD2 scanner. So this is the best OBD2 scanner I heard that's in the game. So they actually got one like this by Harbor Freight. It's like a different brand though. But the thing about that is you can't really get updates on that thing. But on here you can get updates. So that's dope. And the craziest thing is I got to go and check the temperature of the transmission fluid because I got to go and replace the transmission fluid up in here. So like this actually got that capability though. You can check the temperature of the transmission fluid. But yeah, check me out. So we got 34 plus service resets. We got bi-directional active tests. We got the check engine light. We can see what's going on with that. We got a bunch of things up in here you can go and check out with the car. Like this get real detailed. So basically what this come down to is I bet you can save yourself a whole bunch of money going to the dealership and you could just see what's going on yourself with this. Now this ain't sponsored or nothing like that. They literally just said it's out to me for free and I appreciate that. But I'm still gonna be honest about what I gotta say. But if you do want to go pick it up, it's $350 and I'm gonna leave a link down below. Now they do give you an app and everything that you can go and download with it. But like you can see over here we got all the features and functions between the different models. So we got the 5110 between the 5610 and then we got everything in between. So whole bunch of different stuff. But all right, let's see what's up in this thing. And it looks like it's just gonna be, hold up, let me get the rest out. We got this fat user manual over here, which I'm not gonna need. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw that to the side real quick. And let's open up this bag. So we got the Innova bag and let's see here. So we got our scanners. So here we go. So I honestly didn't really know what I wanted. I know they got like the tablet too that you can go ahead and get instead of just like a scanner like this, but I just want something small because like I don't really want a big tablet while I'm trying to work on the car. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got our cable over here and it's kind of crazy to me how this is kind of like a state-of-the-art OBD2 scanner and then we still got cables like this with these things. Like ain't that wild to y'all? Like this literally look like one of them old PC cables, bro. Like for the video, that is wild. But yeah, we got a cable over here, pretty decent length, and I can go ahead and just twist that into place. And now let me go and loosen that up and you can actually see here, this actually come with a case in it already. So look at this. Taking that out, as you can see there, it already come with a case and then you can go and throw some batteries up in there. Now you don't need to put batteries up in there because it could just power itself off the car. But like at the same time, no, I feel like I would just rather have a USB-C port and it would just be rechargeable. But I mean, it is what it is. At the very least though, check me out, bro. We actually got a USB-C port in our version 3 of the 5610. That's actually pretty dope, bro. A lot of these scanners actually be having a mini USB and everything like that. So they be pretty behind, but like they got USB-C up in here. So that's pretty dope. And you know, it's a little lame, bro. So even though it don't need batteries, I feel like it should have came with batteries because it don't come with batteries up in here. Throw a few Duracells up in here and it look like we should be straight. But ain't that weird? This thing don't come with no batteries. Like even the Harbor Freight brand scanner got one and it's exactly like this. Now we do got a USB-A to USB-C cable we can go ahead and plug this thing up in, so that's cool. That's everything in the box. Like I said, we don't got no batteries or nothing. I literally just looked at here. I don't see no battery. So at this point now, let me go and turn this thing on. I don't even need the cord or anything, but as you can see right there, okay, so English, US standard, and let me see, Wisconsin. I am in Wisconsin at the very bottom of the list, and the beeping do get annoying, so you gotta probably go ahead and turn that off eventually. So basically right now it's telling me that green LED means that everything's straight, all the systems working normally, all the emission monitors are active and performing their diagnostic testing, so everything's straight with the car. Yellow means that there's a possible problem in one or more of the vehicle systems, and then the red means in case that there's a problem in one or more of the vehicle systems, but there's like a malfunction. So a yellow, that means something's pending. On red, that means your check engine light on. Now this check engine light's on, you'll see in a second, but I'm about to go and plug this in the Honda Accord too and you'll see that. So look like my Galaxy just died, so I guess we gotta use my iPhone 15. So let's go and try to connect this thing in the app. You don't gotta do this, but you can do it. And I noticed it's finicky on the iPhone. Oh, it looks like it's working right now, but like it's usually finicky on the iPhone. Look like it's working now though, so that's dope. So now it looks like we're retrieving OBD data, so we don't even got nothing, so it's not even gonna pull anything up yet. Now let's go and plug this thing in here. So let's go and plug this in the OBD scanner, and I know it got issues right from the jump, so I can't wait to see everything it got going on. Let's go and turn the car on and see everything we got going on. It's gonna glow like a Christmas tree, boy. Watch. So there we go. We got everything that I need right here. So we got that damn P0420 air that never went away when I actually put this in here. Look at this. This was supposed to have got rid of that. But that ain't even work. So I didn't think it was really gonna work, but I mean, I just wanted to try it anyway and see. So as you can see, we got that issue going on right there. So it's gonna tell us that code is stored in there, and let's go to the next one. Looks like we got also P2096, so we already seen that too. I seen this error. I've seen that error, and I've seen that error already. So I've seen pretty much all these errors already. This is nothing new to me, so I can go ahead and freeze frame that if I want to, or I could just go to the menu. So as you can see, let's go here to menu. Let's go to service check. I'm gonna need service check. Yes, this is my vehicle, 2007 Hyundai Elantra, and it says service check. That's the transmission fluid temperature. I'm gonna need that. Now, you ain't got to do this, but I already told y'all that you can look through the app. So you can see the trans fluid temp. I can see that the 5 engine codes are on here. I can do a quick scan. I can do all that. Remember I told you about the green, yellow, and red? So I do got red right now. It's not ready for emissions. So I got my predicted repairs and I got my maintenance items. So I can see the predicted repairs over here and I can see everything that I might need to go ahead and replace soon. So tell me I have an 8% probability of replacing the O2 sensor, which, I mean, I'm already did, so. Automatic transmission fluid, so I need to do that already. That's what I'm literally working on right now. The spark plugs, yeah, I ain't even do that yet, so I'm looking at that. Replace catalytic converters, 8% probability. Nah, bro, we already there, so I can kind of see how accurate this is already. And we just got all those things over there, so that's dope. And we can also share that if we want to, so I don't know who he gonna share it to, like maybe your mechanic or whoever, but you can share it too. They got cost to own, like they got a decent amount of stuff up in here. Now let's look at the scanner itself over here. So we got a bunch of different options over here, like service reset. So we got oil maintenance reset, we got battery reset, we got battery initialization, parking brake reset, steering angle. We got so many things up in here, ABS bleeding, like we got so many options up in here, maintenance reset, transmission reset, clutch relearn, transmission fluid change reset, transmission fluid level check, which, can you even do that? It's not supported, no. That would be dope though if you could do a level check of the transmission fluid, cause like that's pretty important to know. Immobilizer reset, we got odometer reset. Odometer reset? That's not what I think it is it? Okay, now it's supported. All right. Cylinder reset, AC system learn. We got a lot of different options up in here, so that's cool. Service check, like I told y'all, that's for the trans fluid temperature. We got battery / alternator test, so I could go ahead and do that. Let's go and turn this thing on real quick. So if you want to do a battery test, let's go and do that. Let's go and click on battery test. So it says vehicle's not moving and it must be in park. This must be on. So let's go and do a battery test then. So it says turn the engine off. All right, I didn't even know to do that. Turn the key to the on position. Do not turn on the headlights. All right, it's already on. So it says, all right, so I guess just doing it already as it is. Turn off headlights. All right, turned it off, continue. Start the engine. So let's start the engine. And it looks like it says pass. So, all right, bet, cool, the battery's straight. We can also do an alternator test. Let's go and do an alternator test. So parking brake is on. It says put it in the park or neutral, whatever, turn on the headlights, the engine's running. Okay. All right, so it says increase and keep the engine speed at 2,000 to 3,500 RPM until the countdown reaches 0. So let's do that. We'll put it above 2,000 at least. All right, says turn off the headlights and put it back to idle speed. So it says the alternator status is the voltage is high. So, all right, that's something I didn't expect. The charging voltage is above the acceptable limit. This could cause damage to the battery and other components. All right, let's try it one more time then. So let's go and do that. Turn the headlights on, continue. So yeah, it still says too high. So I think, yeah, maybe we need to look at the alternator. I don't know. Battery live data, we can look at that. Let's go and click on that and see what that look like. So, I mean, it's just telling us the voltage, so cool. So let's look at the alternator live data, and that's gonna tell us that it's not supported. Now what's dope about this is that you can see all the different readouts over here. So let me go to all module scan and check this out. And it's just gonna go through everything real quick. So let's just give it a second. So I can see exactly where these codes are coming from. So the anti-lock brake system, let me check that. Look like we got a couple of these. So we got a C1210 and then we got a C1211. Transmission, we don't got nothing up on there. So look like we got the engine. We got a few things. We already saw that already though. So we got the P0420, P2096, and then we got a P2270. But I mean, this is some pretty in-depth stuff, bro. Like I'm telling y'all, for real though. Like, let me go back over here to the menu. So I just pulled up the ABS live data over here. We can see everything that we need. So I can see the voltage, I can see the vehicle speed, I can see like the wheel speed sensor, I can see everything over here. And you can see that just lit up over here on the dash. But this is just some really in-depth information, man. Like everything you could possibly need is right here. I got my firmware information, I got my DLC locator, so that's not gonna be applicable for this car. I got my tool library, so I got my icon definition, and I got the app and everything else like that. I got my tool settings, so that audible tone, that gotta go off for me. I can't do that, I'm sorry, that's gonna be annoying. I can adjust the brightness, which is already up all the way, unit of measurement, and I just got some other basic stuff. Now, I could go ahead and reset everything if I want to, so let me go back over here to system status. Let me go to all module scan. So I could delete everything on the dash if I want to, so if I go ahead and turn the ignition switch off, and then turn it on, click that, it should turn off. So look like it erased everything. So now if I just go ahead and let that go through its thing real quick. All right, let's go and turn this on. And there should be no lights, which I mean, we ain't really have no lights to begin with besides the check engine light. So that's gonna stay on, but like everything's gonna come back. But if it seems like something's just sticking in there, even though you already fixed it, you wanna go and clear it out and see if it fixes it, then you could do that too. Now let's go and plug this into some other cars real quick then. So this is a Lexus RX 350. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this up in here. I'm gonna turn this light on. So there should be no issues with this. It's a 2021. Now let me go and turn this on. Skip, and let me turn down the brightness so y'all can actually see this. But yeah, there's nothing up on you. So as you can see, we have literally 0 codes up on here. Oh, navigation system. Let me see what that is real quick. Lexus OEM Enhanced. Let's click on that. Engine. Let's see. Read. And as you can see, nothing's there because this is a Toyota. And then let's go to the transmission. Again, it's a Toyota. Ain't nothing gonna be wrong with this thing, bro. I ain't expecting anything up on here. So that's dope that we could do that. And we can still do all the tests and everything that we want to if we want to. So service check, let's check that out. As you can see, I can see my engine oil level. It says okay. It says the odometer, and it says the transmission fluid temperature. All right, let's turn this off. Let's go to the Honda Accord then. Hey, Melly. Hey, Melly. Melly, what are you doing? Look at this dog. Look at this dog, bro. Anyway, OBD port, let me plug that in real quick. Let's see if we can get anything. So we shouldn't, because again, I haven't had any issues with this car, so we've been straight for the most part. Melly. Bro, chill. All right, so we finally finished. Jesus, that must have took like, what, 3 minutes or something like that. And as you can see, body electrical. Okay, we got 1 code up on here. Let me read that. Passenger seater currently abnormal low. Huh? All right, so let me back up out that real quick. Let's see what else. Do we have anything else? Electric brake booster. We have 19 of them. And then we got adaptive cruise control. So let me read that real quick, see what we got on here. So dust or dirt on the millimeter wave radar. So we don't have any dust or dirt. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the Innova. So let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments below, because this is pretty much like the golden standard right now that everybody be on. Pretty much I know that the Innova is pretty much a standard go-to for like OBD scanners, so I appreciate Innova for actually sending this out to me and like believing in the channel, whatever. Like, man, I really appreciate y'all. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comments below. I was gonna do my Kia, but how many cars do I really need to show y'all to like understand that you could pretty much check everything out? Now it's got its drawback so far from my first impression that I've seen, but I mean, I'm about to go and just work on more cars and then we'll see how this thing work out. But I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for watching. If y'all like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe, do all that stuff, because I am working on cars like that one over there. And this thing will get a lot of usage out of me while I'm working on that and just working on cars in the future. So like I said, stay tuned for all this. But for right now, that's pretty much gonna do it for me, man. So I'll get it, but y'all later. Peace out.